With today being the very last day for the Black Friday Rush promo, we are going to be going over all the cards that came out for it and who is actually worth getting out of all of them, because there's 5 cards total. At the time, the Cooper DeJean is not actually in the game yet, but he is coming out today, and he's also probably the best corner in the game. But at the time you're watching this, though, he probably is in game. So I do want to say this right now. He is the best corner in the game, and he's most likely also probably worth getting. But some of the cards that came out for this promo, they might be a lot of coins, but they also really might not honestly be worth getting. I'm not going to try to take the price too much into factor in the sense that we're like, oh, guys, like 1.3 mil, you know. Well, you know, your car's not really worth that much, but, you know, at the end of the day, there's really no cards worth that much. So I'll just let you know if the cards, in my opinion, are just, you know, good or bad. So we'll start off with this Nick Bosa right here. Nick Bosa is currently at around 600,000 and some change. Lots of coins for a pass rusher, but I mean, his stats wise, he does look really good. Now I've played against him a little bit, and I've also you know, first of all I can really go off with these cards is playing against them and what other people have told me about them from their experience, because I don't have any of these cards. As you can see, I currently have 300 coins at the moment. For this Nick Bosa card right here, from what I've heard, he's not all that. And when I say he's not all that, he's just I don't know, like he just, you know, he's just another pass rusher for real. Like if you got the 600,000 you want to spend on him, you can by any means. But for this card, you really don't have to. I mean, he's just another pass rusher in this game. There's a lot of really good pass rushers, and if you also notice in this game, D linemen tend to get to the quarterback pretty easily in this game. Right? They just rip through offensive linemen, it seems. So for this Nick Bosa, I'm really not gonna say you need him. I mean, look, if you're sitting on like 10 mil, 15 mil, go ahead by any means, but this is not a must-have card. Stefon Diggs, on the other hand, though, I would have to say this is a must-have card. I would actually even argue that besides the Cooper DeJean is coming out today, Stefon Diggs is probably the second best card to drop for this whole promo. The guy is just really good. He's the fastest wide receiver in the game. His route running is off the chart. He's got great catching. Played against him a ton, and you know he can get open at any second. And you know he's got a good pair of hands on him. So I would recommend getting Stefon Diggs, and he's honestly one of the cheaper cards out of all the ones that came out too, which is kind of crazy. As I'm recording this video right now, he's 600,000 flat, and once the Cooper DeJean goes live, which I think is around like 10 in the morning, so it's a couple more hours. I'm actually recording this a few hours before that. So well, once that goes live, I mean, Diggs' price definitely gonna drop. I think Bosa could probably drop around to 400 or 500 when DeJean goes live. Diggs will probably definitely drop to like 400,000. And like I said, I think he's one of the best cards to drop from this, so I would definitely recommend him. So we got the guy that came out yesterday, Alvin Kamara, which he was actually supposed to come out. Well, I don't know if he was supposed to, but he got leaked early because the day that Bosa came out, if you went into the store or if you just logged on the Ultimate Team, it's where Bosa's picture was at, it showed Alvin Kamara. So it's kind of funny. I didn't actually even see it. Somebody actually showed me, and I was like, oh damn, what the hell, that's crazy. But yeah, Alvin Kamara got a card, and I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about this Alvin Kamara card. All right, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, I haven't played against him. I don't know anyone that's used him, and I do know that he is a lot of coins. As Alvin Kamara right now is sitting around 890,000 coins. And I think also, like, once these cards are out of packs, their prices are probably going to go up really dramatically, because the only people that are going to be able to supply these cards are you guys that have them in your item binders once they're gone. So I do want to also say that if you're going to get these cards, you probably want to get them while they're still in packs. So back to talking about, is Alvin Kamara worth getting for an 890,000 price tag? My thing is with him, I think one thing I've learned is just because a running back's got these crazy stats, he's really fast, he looks really good, he might not be really good. Because a running back like Devin Neal I've used, I thought he was really average. He was just a really average running back, and I was, you know, surprised because you look at the Devin Neal card and you're like, oh my god, this card's got to be nasty. But I don't know, I really thought he was average. So the point I'm trying to make is with Alvin Kamara, don't be fooled by all these stats and stuff. He might not be all that. This is honestly the only card that I have. I really don't know, like, if he's just good or not. I really don't. I'm sorry. But the point I'm trying to make is that, you know, Devin Neal looked really good when he first came out, but he ain't all that. He's not all that. So don't be surprised if Alvin Kamara is all that. So for that reason, I'm going to say $890,000. I don't think it's worth it. I think there's a lot of other good backs. You got McFadden's, you got the Genties. There's a bunch of other running backs. There's a lot of good running backs. Now, also, just because I'm saying that some of these cards might not be worth getting, well, really, I only said that I think Bosa is honestly probably not worth getting. I'm not gonna full on say that Kamara is not worth getting. I think it's just be aware that he might not be what he seems. But this brings us to Cam Newton, though. Cam Newton is the most expensive one out of all these guys. He is still sitting at over $1 million, 1.2 last time I checked. He is statistically, attribute wise, he's the best quarterback in the game. He's the fastest. He's got the biggest arm. He's got the best carrying. I mean, he's supposed to be the best quarterback. So I've heard from a number of people that have used him that he's not all that. He's really average. He'll miss throws just like really any other quarterback. I can't say like any other quarterback, because there is some quarterbacks that legit don't really miss too many throws on this game, and we do know there is some quarterbacks that don't miss throws on this game. And I've heard Cam Newton is just, he's really regular. Like, he is beyond, like, out of all the cards on here, he's probably the #1 guy that is just not worth it at all. Now, sadly, I can't speak off any of my personal experiences. I can only go off what I've seen from other people. Now, I've played against a decent amount of Cam Newtons, and honestly, typically when I play against him, I'll say this, he never really beats me with his arm. It's usually his legs which beats me, which, I mean, the guy's going to be 96 speed on pretty much everyone's team. So it kind of makes sense. A guy with that speed, you're not really going to be able to stop him with his legs, but that's typically where he beat me. Like I feel like most of the people I went against with him, they didn't really cook anything up with him through the pass game, I felt like. So, and I got other people telling me as well that, hey, like, he does miss some throws. He doesn't seem anything spectacular from the pocket, which multiple people have told me this. He doesn't really get any special abilities or anything like that. So I would probably say out of all the 5 cards to drop, Cam Newton has to be probably, I guess in a way, the worst one. Now, at the end of the day, though, all of these cards are good. I mean, seriously, well, I don't know about Cam Newton, maybe, I don't know. From what I've heard from him, we don't know about that. But all the other cards are actually genuinely really good. It's just they're really, they're really expensive. So, like, if you're gonna get these cards, you got to really make sure that, like, okay, like, these guys have got to go out there and they gotta carry me, and they gotta get the coins back up. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. Like, if I'm spending that much on a guy, then he's got to help me make that much back. This right here is the Cooper DeJean that's coming out today. Like I said, at the time I'm recording this, he's actually not in the game, but by the time you're watching this, he probably will be in the game. I mean, this guy just looks straight up disgusting. This is the best corner in the game. There's no question about it. He could play zone, he could play man. Coop's got some pretty nice height too, so he's not a small DB by any means. He's going to be absolutely disgusting. We don't know what his price is going to be, but he's the best at his position in the game, no doubt about it. So if I have to rank the 5 cards who I think are the best from this drop, though, I'm going to actually go Coop 1, I'm going to go Stefon Diggs 2, then 3, I think I'm going to have to go with, I'm going to go Alvin Kamara, even though I just don't know a whole lot about the card, but I'm going to, lean towards the upside of it. 4, I'm going to go Bosa, and 5, I'm going to have to go Cam Newton. So, that's just my opinion. Obviously everyone's opinion is going to be different, but don't let me tell you who to pick up for your team. At the end of the day, man, pick up whoever you want to use on your team. It's your team. I'm not here to dictate, hey, like, you have to have this guy on your team. I'm just trying to steer you in the right direction. If you're, looking for it, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much I got all for you guys today, man. Today is the last day of the Black Friday Rush promo. I'm not sure what they're going to be doing after this. I feel like they got to keep the hype up. I mean, like, there's a lot of hype around this right now. You're pushing out good content. Keep it up. Like, you got to keep building off the hype. And there's a lot of stuff getting ready to happen with college. You got the bowl games, college football playoffs, all the honors. There's going to be a lot of awards being given out. There's a lot coming up for college football, so there's a really big opportunity what they could do with a lot of different content ideas. So college football, don't mess this up. If you guys did enjoy this video, though, man, drop a like, and if you're not subbed to the channel, sub to the channel. We got lots of more college football 25 content on the way. I also play the game over on Twitch. Try to stream over there as much as I can. So if you want to tap in with that, go ahead, drop a follow. We'll be playing some seasons today, trying to run the coins up because we have 300 coins. Look, man, I've done a lot of spending. The market has been completely crashed. I got to build a team. That's it for this one, though, man. Until next time, man, I'll see y'all in the next one.